Hey, what's up, everyone? There's some experimental changes that have come up today, and I thought it'd be fun to do a little video just like going over them and talking about them. So first of all, experimental hero updates. The next experiment begins. This time we're hoping to get your feedback on some balance updates that lean toward reducing some heroes' damage and healing outputs. We're using the 222 roll queue rule set so that you can get a feel for how these balance changes might affect the live game. Armor. Beam type damage reduction against armor health pools increased from 20% to 30%. So beams do a little bit less damage. Anna, the biotic rifle ammo amount is reduced from 14 to 12. So Anna's going to be doing a little bit less healing. Ash the Viper, aka her weapon, the max ammo is reduced from 15 to 12, and the secondary fire aim down sights damage is reduced from 85 to 80. This still allows it to one-shot with a mercy damage boost, however, so it's not as bad as it may sound. Baptiste, the secondary fire grenade ammo reduced from 12 to 10, so less healing in a clip. Regenerative burst, total healing reduced from 150 to 75. Baptiste now receives twice as much healing from regen burst. So a lot less healing to his teammates with the regen burst and more just using it to keep himself up. Junkrat, frag launcher impact damage reduced from 50 to 40. A little bit less damage on Junkrat. McCree, Peacekeeper, primary fire recovery reduced from 0.42 to 0.5. So it's going back basically on the attack speed increase that they added before. Moira, lingering heal reduced from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Total healing down from 65 down to 35. Healing per second increased from 65 to 70, and healing resource consumption rate increased from 11 to 14, 27%. Damage, attach angle reduced by 37%, a little bit harder to aim with it. Healing resource gain rate increased by 50%. Arisa, hull radius increased from 4 to 5. Projectile speed reduced from 30 to 25. Farah, the rocket launcher recovery increased from 0.75 to 0.85, so a little bit slower on the attack speed. Symmetra, my darling, photon projector, the secondary fire max damage reduced from 140 to 120, along with the beam change at the start, remember, so pretty nasty damage nerf for Symmetra. In fact, out of all of these damage nerfs, considering that affects the beam and the right click, it's probably the biggest damage nerf out of all of these changes. Widowmaker, Widow's Kiss, max ammo increased from 30 to 35, but wait. Secondary fire scoped ammo cost increased from 3 to 5, which takes you from 10 shots in a clip on the scope to, let me do the math here, 5, 6, 7 shots. And scope shots now have damage fall off at 60 to 85 meters, which is 50%. That's pretty nasty as well. So you can't one shot across the entire map. She's going to have to be a little bit closer range, which is weird because... No, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's... I don't know. I don't... I'll have to feel it out to feel like what 60 to 85 feels like. And then Zaya, particle cannon, secondary fire ammo cost increased from 20 to 25. So the idea of these changes is that the game has become like too bursty in terms of damage and heals, meaning that, Ash goes around one-shotting everyone or doing loads of damage, and then everybody gets heals up really fast. So basically, it's an attempt to slow the game down, and I actually do really like that idea. I think it's a good idea. My issue with the changes are that heroes like Roadhog, with all of these other DPS heroes getting nerfed, like Roadhog, is going to be doing like more damage than DPS heroes. It's like, once again, tanks just become stronger with all of this. I feel like, if you're going to nerf all of these DPS heroes, and I do realize that Zarya got a slight nerf here, tanks need to lose a bit of damage as well. Like, tanks never seem to lose damage, and that's just going to leave them super strong again. So like heroes like Arisa are going to be doing incredible amounts of damage in comparison to DPS heroes if they decide to nerf DPS heroes damage and not nerf like tank heroes DPS. So that's something to think about. But overall, I do like the idea of slowing the game down just a little bit. One thing to note as well with these changes is that this is indirectly a mercy buff and other healers buff as well who didn't get nerfed here. Because like if Baptiste and Anna are getting nerfed in terms of their overall healing output, that means that, you know, other healers who didn't get nerfed are going to be a little bit better in comparison to those supports. So pretty interesting thing to think about. But anyway, let me know what you think about these changes in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good night. Peace, guys.